All right, what's up, guys? Back at it again. Um, we're keep going. It's not much I have to say right now. Still the same things remaining the same. Still looking for that job. I have an interview tomorrow. Hopefully, it goes good. It's very promising. I feel very positive about it, and if it goes well, then we're on track and everything. So, of course, it's a long process. I think they told me that that if I do get it, it would be like pretty much like a 90-day training process, and you're working, but it's like basically you're like in a training kind of mode basically, where you're actively being helped, and then at the end portion of that, that's when you start to begin actually like you're working, but you now are on your own, which is it's a good way to go about it anyway. But if I get this, I will be very focused, making sure that I do everything. Of course, I'm gonna still do, like I said, nothing, no matter what. There's no excuses. This is so fucking easy to just turn on the camera and stream. So there's no excuse for me to not do exactly what I need to do when it comes to that. Um, but of course, I am, I guess per se, um, happy about the about the prospects of being able to get this job and finally get closer to accomplishing my goal. And like I told you, it's going to become a point where this room is going to become some obscure foreign type of thing. Only the real fans will know where this is, where this comes from and everything. But of course, it's just a part of the path. I think people will really get to know me is when I'm at the house and I'm in my apartment, and that's when the real shit get I can get going when it comes to that. So that's when it really can start. But you know that's that's yeah. Overall, I'm very excited about that idea, about the ability of being able to do that. And if I get it, cool. I mean, if I get it, great. And if I don't, cool. We'll just move on. And either way, I know, like I said, I've always known that I'm gonna get close to getting the job. Ever since since I got the other job, and then still continuous, and I had that other opportunity, but then I had to let it go because they let me go because I wasn't the right fit. But this, I'm very confident that I'm the right fit, and all the circumstances are aligned with me because it's a remote job, and it would be just the most beneficial for me to kind of take upon that basically, and that's the case. So you know that's the most beneficial, honestly, just remote, because it just helps me accomplish everything, stay focused, and I'm a night owl, so I could do all the things at night. I mean, do all the other things at night or throughout the day. Either way, I could do everything at once. Like I could do this, could focus on my mission at the same time, and then I could also you know stream and content create. And we're getting closer to that every single time and every single moment. And of course, right now we're in obscurity. We're nothing at this moment in terms of clout, But of course, soon enough, the world will know who I am, and it's just a matter of time. So, but yeah, every time we're gonna keep bringing that up, talking about that to a degree. As you can see, I'm wearing my hat right now. There's here the Astros. As you can tell, which city I'm from. I'm actually not like a huge baseball fan, nor like Astro fans per se. I just really have this because I just want to rep my city. That's really the reason I'm wearing it. So like certain people, they it's just like a casual thing to wear here in Houston. So you know that I'm here from the H, as they say. But yeah, I look like a Houston nigga, bro. Like I just look like one. But yeah, and I also spent time with my cousin this weekend. We went to a place that I like to go to a lot. And I made it a promise this year that I would go there like each and every week. I'll be going there this Thursday as well. But it's called Post. It's Post HTX, which is just Post Houston. The place is called Post, and this is basically like a creative hub where people kind of it's hard to describe, but it's like a creative hub where people can eat. There's restaurants there. There's a cool sort of stairway with lights. You go up the roof, and then you see the city skyline, and the architecture of that place is just beautiful. So, I like to go there, and I'm gonna go there more often, like I say, every week, and just gonna make the most of it. Like I just want to make sure that the time that I hear, which I predict, and I mean specifically when I'm here in Houston, the time that I'm here would be about like max probably 2 years. I'm 2 years, so I want to make the most of it while I'm here. Like I want to make the most of it. So like I'd say like 3 years max. 3 years max. Like I would be here. Maybe it'll be shorter, but like in terms of the idea of like being based here, like would be probably like 2 years and stuff like that. Because this is my hometown, of course, like when I make it, I want to, place properties here because it's my hometown, it's my city, so I have to sort of have places here that are, homegrown and beautiful, but at the same time, there's other cities that I want to make my home, that I want to really like say like I lived there, like I had the experience, I did the life. And here, I just want to make sure that like in my adult life, I am making the most of it completely. So that is just the case. I just want to make the most of it. So yeah, and a part of that is visiting that place as often as possible, each and every single week, because it's a beautiful place. Like I love the place. It's just the city skyline. You lay down there and and you just chill, and I could be working on my music virtually. I could be, doing many things, and it's just yeah, it's just beautiful. I love it. So yeah, maybe one day I'll, well, I will vlog it, soon, but yeah, okay. Well, let's get into it. So much that, like I said, I'm gonna keep it short this stream. We're gonna make it like about, 30 minutes. Um, let's just say, I'm trying to see like what I could watch. Um, let's do the usual. Let's do daily dose of internet. Do we got a new generosity? Yeah, he made a new one. The hell of homework. Um, should we do Caleb City instead? Yeah. Um. Nah, we're gonna do degenerosity and daily dose of internet. Okay. There's those two. All right. All right. Cool. Young producer trying to get doped up. I remember doing a secret expedition. Skirt.
The Lord spoke to me last night.
What'd he say?
He showed me a vision.
You're gonna win the heavyweight championship belt.
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet. Don't worry, Grandpa wasn't hurt.
Alright. Gonna see if Bruce likes cottage cheese. Want somebody? Oh.
What is in your mouth?
These two cars parked.
Oh.
What is in your mouth?
The fucking tail.
Oh.
What is in your mouth?
The
What
reaction.
is in your mouth? What?
Yeah. Sounds like some like southern like soccer white mom. Yeah, but that is disgusting, bro. Imagine that rat.
What is in your mouth?
The tail, bro. So one more time.
What is in your mouth?
These two cars parked a little too close to the SpaceX rocket launch.
Oh shoot. Oh whoa. Yeah. Moments like that just remind me of like it's like a weird thing where like you just see how like sensitive like certain things are. And I see that like with specifically like with human beings. It's like because we live our day-to-day lives, we think that we're capable of so much, and we are. We're capable of many extraordinary things. But moments like that, moments of like any kind of natural disaster or some like huge thing, just kind of remind you of like how feeble we are, how weak we are. And of course, we're special. We mean a lot. But moments like that really ground you and humble you and make you stop, doing all this sort of bullshit, whatever we're doing. But of course, there's a meaning behind it, but just moments like that, like really simply ground you. Like it's as simple as that.
Have you
What? The way he flipped. He probably just falls down.
have you ever seen a swan go into sport mode?
What?
No one is here. No one. See? Look. No one. Stop barking.
I guess this is what delivery drivers do on their day off.
There's a park that's like somewhere. It's somewhere near me. It's like about like 10 minutes away, and it's like a cool sort of like foresty type of place.
This guy gave his plant a speaker device that lets him know when the soil is too dry and needs water.
Just give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it!
I know It's speed. It's speed, bro.
Tell me, just give it!
I
Damn,
just
bro.
found out that I just found
I want to get casually good at, because I'm actually picking up skating again. And I'm going to show you guys my board, but this year, I'm going to start next week, 100%. And we're just going to continue down the consistent road, just like with everything else. But this is less important among the more important things that I have to do in my life, obviously. But it's just a skill that I want to develop. And I want to skate really good, and I just want to be casually good where like I drop the board and boom like that and then go down a ramp very smoothly and stuff like that.
I just found out that blue jays sound like phone notifications.
Hey, good bird. Yeah. Good bird. Good bird. Yeah.
This baby knows how to play dead.
That fucking would have been murdered, bro.
This baby knows how to play dead.
That goat or whatever it is, sheep.
Knows how to play dead.
This guy's gonna drop his shoe polish, shoe shine brush in front of us and then expect us to pick it up. Watch this. 1, 2. When you give it back to him, he will offer you a free polish, but he's actually gonna charge you a lot of money.
This is what happens to a baby when they get dizzy.
Green light. Let's go.
This dog and sheep love to play fetch with each other.
Did you get that? I don't, not quite. Oh, there we go. It's nuts. We could need more balls.
That is the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again
It's a cute girl.
very, very soon. Later.
Oh, perfect video.
Get the whole squad together at Cidercade. Just $10 to get in, then get unlimited
Horseman, father, slave abolitionist.
Just wait a minute.
But most importantly, education reformer. Man spent a majority of his career changing the scope of American public school education to an overall better environment.
Yeah.
You see, back then, teachers were slightly more dumb than they are now. Anybody could have been a teacher back then, even you. So Horace changed it to teachers have to be trained professionals for him to teach. Also, he wanted more girl teachers, no more teachers with sausages. He opted for a more diverse.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Classic, bro. No cap. Stop the cap is a classic. Ayo, what the fuck is a classic. And I don't know what else, but yeah.
School environment. He wanted to equalize the learning experience for all kids so they can learn the same no matter the background. The man did a whole heap of advancements to the American education system that we still use to this very day. There's like 1,000 schools that are named after him, bro. This guy made a difference. The man basically made everything we know about modern American education we do today, including enforcing the worst mother thing to ever exist: homework! This man did everything right for the education system, but with this one thing, he made everything wrong. I know you were a slave abolitionist advocating to end slavery and all, but bringing homework over to the U.S. might even be worse than slavery. You know how Oppenheimer to the U.S. might even be worse than slavery.
Bro. Something about this will never be natural. Like, of course, it's funny and it's like a revenge story like Django, but it's like, it's still not like just something about it doesn't seem right. Like I don't know, whatever. Like basically, like it seems more appropriate the other way. Yeah, but that sounds terrible. But it's true. It's true. Like it just looks better the other way. Like
Slavery. You know how Oppenheimer made the first apology video after creating the
damn man. Travis Scott, like I like to, apologize for, for all the ragers out there. For the one that was lost, one that was lost. The flame.
those nukes that were dropped on Japan? Well, imagine being this Frankenstein looking dude, ruining the childhoods of everybody in America. Homework is the worst thing to ever happen. And I'm gonna try to explain every single minute detail on why not only to ever happen.
Fucking dog. It's like
And I'm gonna try to explain every single minute detail on why not only it sucks, but it's useless. But for me to explain that, let's figure out why homework was created in the first place. Through a simple Google search, it says Robert Novellius, an Italian teacher, invented the whole concept of homework, and he assigned it to punish students who...
Who's doing that voice? Is it you, bro? No, no, me, 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 no, no, me, 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 me.
didn't demonstrate a good understanding of the lesson that was taught in class, or just lazy and disobedient students. He would punish them with homework. And yes, I might agree that homework was a worse punishment than being beat with a ruler, and I could just blame all my school...
Yeah, to be honest, I'd rather be beat with the ruler. I don't want homework, bro. Fuck homework. I'm glad I'm off that now, because, I mean, technically, I would, but, yeah, I would still have to finish a couple classes, but, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much done. Most likely, I won't even, like, because, I'm gonna be successful, so it doesn't matter. I mean, for fuck's sakes, just to complete the path, of course I will. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like right now, because I'm focused on the content creation, because I'm focused on getting the job, and because I'm focused on the mission, I really just want to focus on those things. And so, like, I'm letting go of college right now, particularly of community college, because I wasn't done. I still had like 3 classes left. So, once I succeed with this and I succeed with the job and I'm getting out the fuck out of the house, then eventually I'll get to just finishing that. But yeah, I'm just overall the concept of being assigned homework and all that, like, to get rid of it already.
Misery on this guy.
It's not like they give you homework anyway, but it's just, yeah, whatever, I don't know.
But when researching it, it also says he did this in 1905 or 1095. Now, I might not be a genius, but the math isn't math in here. How he do this in 1905 or 1095? That's like 6 billion years apart. Is he a vampire? Is he related to Nicolas Cage? We'll never know. Because apparently there's no real evidence this Roberto Noodle guy even existed. So Google is giving me some false information. Now I gotta switch over to Bing now. The real reason on why homework was created dates back to ancient Rome in the 1st century AD. That's a few years after the Big Bang. The term homework can be traced back to this time, said by Pliny or Pliny the Younger, an oratory teacher. That's a teacher that teaches you how to talk to strangers. He believed the repetition and practice of speech would help students get better at their speaking skills. So he would often tell students to practice speaking at home, essentially homework. So homework was created for students to practice the subject. I mean, that was probably a no duh for most people watching, but the way this Pliny guy used it, it isn't really.
I don't know. Every time I look at Patrick, man, I know he's supposed to be dumb, bro. Like I think about that. Duh, duh, I mean, duh.
Homework. You know, sometimes teachers will tell you your homework is to study for the test the next day. And when they say that, in my head, they basically told me, I don't got homework. I'm not gonna study when I get home. I'm gonna be too busy playing Hello Kitty Adventure. Then I'm gonna study last minute on the bus ride to school the next day. Also studying a bit in homeroom before their class. And I'll still get away with a B-. You know? Hey, I'm happy with that. PP, the teacher's homework, wasn't really homework. It was a suggestion, like how dentists suggest that you brush your teeth twice a day. Don't tell me what to do. I brush my teeth once a week, tops. But obviously, homework has devolved since the time of Phineas and Ferb. Instead of studying, we have multiple choice sheets, written assignments, projects, reading whole textbook chapters of homework. Isn't that what class is for? You assigning me textbook chapters to read as homework is basically telling me to go and teach myself. What am I here for? What are we doing here then? I might as well be at home playing with my Hello Kitty. I remember I had this one teacher that would basically assign essays to type every class as homework with a minimum word count of like 300. Don't take honors history. Worst mistake of my life. Homework now is just an overload of mandatory tasks that when combined with every other class that assigns it, you're looking at a whole behemoth booty load of exhaustion you have to do every night. And all this new age of homework is still looked at as practice of what you're already learning. But in this day and age, how is homework practice? Practice for what exactly? How fast can I Google the answer to this question? How fast can Photomath scan this math equation and
Yes. Bro. I been using that, bro. That got me through a lot, bro. I made it. We all made it through that, and because of that, the result is we're hella dumb as a group of people. As a specifically Americans. Americans were fucking dumb, bro. Stupid. By the way, I can't wait till like I feature in one of these videos. He uses me as some like schizophrenic like
give me the answer with work? How fast can I find a Quizlet that has every single
Yes, Quizlet, bro. Quizlet. Doctor Strange, bro. Like love it. I'm actually creating. I'm not gonna get into it yet, but this Doctor Strange is one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm gonna tell you right now. Spider-Man. I don't know if I said it before, but Spider-Man, Daredevil, Flash. No. Spider-Man, Daredevil, Red Hood, Doctor Strange, Flash. That's the order.
single answer to every single question on any English or science assignment in order? This is no longer practicing or studying these subjects. We just copying and pasting, especially now.
If you don't think I know what that sound is, I know what that sound is. It's the beginning of On Site, Yeezus, Kanye. I love that album. One of my favorite albums of all time.
Nowadays with stuff like ChatGPT and all its alternatives, where we can get whole essays about feet typed to us in a second for free. Homework in general is just obsolete. or at least its intended purpose of making us study and practice is. Homework is just needless work. Stop assigning it. I bet you teachers would like that too. It gives you less work to go through and grade. I know some of you teachers complain about the amount of work you do. Then y'all just give out more homework, essentially giving us more work for me and you. Do you like to suffer? Is that what you like? Suffering? Speaking of eternal damnation, let me talk about how even people back then agreed with what I'm saying. In the early 1900s, big-time publications like the New York Times and Ladies' Home Journal published articles on how homework can affect the health and mental state of a child negatively. The articles basically showed, you see that kid right there? That's your child on homework. These articles
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again.
caused an outrage against the schools in the West, and California, being California, it did something insane. But for the first and only time, a good kind of crazy. In 1901, California banned homework for kids under 15. You thought it could never be done, but faith has been restored. Skip some years, and in 1923, the American Child Health Association formed, and they also thought homework was bad for the brain. And in the 1930s, they even went as far as to deem homework as child labor. You see, during this time, America just had the Industrial Revolution, and the children yearned for the mind. So kids as young as 5 were playing Minecraft in real life. And by the 1930s, a bunch of laws had sadly been signed against child labor, but recently for it. And since these laws were being passed, the ACHA thought it was a great opportunity to finally get rid of homework once and for all. Obviously that didn't work out. And about that California bill, that also didn't last long. That only lasted like 10 years. Like everything in California, the fun only lasts a second, then you're homeless. There's more to this American homework story, but we all know the ending because we're living in it. ACHA were the only group of people that understood that we were being worked to the bone over this work. How not only it was hurting us, but it was destroying our minds. Yet our government failed the people's needs once again. The hours and nights of work I had to do just so my grade could go up 0.02% and for some reason go down 50% if I didn't do an assignment. The amount of stress that brings a student, it's deadly. I've already described why homework is useless, terrible, and gave my firstborn cancer. It's a punishment that would be beyond my comprehension if it didn't exist. I hate homework so much. I want it abolished, almost as much as I want stealing from Walmart to be legal. And in my world it is, but let's not right now. But what's the replacement of homework if it were to get banned? What will take its place? I'ma tell you.
Taco Cabana has more choices for less. Flautas, taco duos, double crunch pizza.
Actual studying. Homework would be you studying all the notes and what you went over in class. So the practice part of homework would actually work. And I know some people are thinking, nah, you a liar, man. You just said whenever studying was your homework, you're gonna go and play Hello Kitty Adventure. You can't fool me. Yeah, and the reason for that is cause every other night I'm doing back-breaking homework. The only reason I play video games that day is cause it's essentially my day off. That's why. If I was assigned to study every day as homework for every class, I would probably still play video games, not gonna lie. But it would motivate me more to study. Maybe after clocking in 5 hours on the 10 dogs, I'ma feel a little slumped. Then I'ma remember, oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think that like overall, the concept of homework is like it's a really stupid one because it's like it wastes time. It just wastes time. I think like all the productive aspects of everything that should be learned like right there, and then it should just all be invested within the class and insulated within the class. There is some preparation aspects that, but I'm gonna be honest. Every time I was like, oh, okay, I remember like every year I would have like some kind of like rebirth, like kind of mantra of like, this is the year where every, work I would do, and I would do it right, and I would study like never before. Never worked. Like I never was wired that way. And so ultimately at the end of the day, it's like I made it through regardless, but but and I made it well. Like, I had a 3.5 GPA, and so I was good in school. I was always good, but close to being top 10%, but I wasn't quite there. Like I was like slightly like there, but I wasn't quite there. But anyways, regardless of any of that, I think that ultimately at the end of the day, none of that matters, to be honest. I think even the people who started like valedictorian, my sister, she was like close to the top of that, and at the end of the day, it just doesn't fucking matter. It just doesn't. Like, I mean, it matters in certain instances, and like I said, like I even saw a story right now where like this kid, um, set like a world record of I don't know where it's at. I'm not gonna try to pull it, but overall he set a world record, and I'm proud. Like, I'm not gonna be a petty, jealous person simply because I didn't do it. I'm not gonna be that type of guy or that type of person. But overall, at the end of the day, like, yes, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, and I've always known that. Even when I was in high school, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm a creative. I'm an artist at heart. I will not follow the current, zeitgeist or whatever people. This education system that's very antiquated, and I'm not gonna fall into the stupid trap of going for a degree that's worthless at the end of the day, and you're paying this shitload of money. Now, of course, the school that I was going for, I actually didn't. It didn't really cost that much, but um, but still, I want to just avoid the cost. Like, why? Like, I'm not like where I'm at right now is like technically speaking is I'm here to not waste time, regardless of the social ramifications or anything. I'm here to simply focus on what I need to do. Those three simple things. And with that in mind, I have more solace in my mind than I ever had before. Still, there's certain chaotic things about my life, of course, brought upon, but overall, it's like that idea of those focusing on those three simple things, not worrying about any fucking thing, any else, that gives me complete solace, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, I got school tomorrow. Then study for like 5 minutes, you know? Better than nothing. You know what's really better? Copying and pasting an hour worth of homework, learning nothing, or that 5 minutes every
Yeah,
day
copy
where
and
I learn
pasting,
and
bro.
practice 5 minutes of stuff and actually remember. I think we both know the answer. It's a better system, man. I'm telling you, it's a win-win on both sides. The teacher and student get less work while class grade averages go up. Also, to any student that would still fail their classes with this system, nah, you just dumb, bro. Sorry. You still failing when there's no homework, bro. You're the one with the doodoo for brains. Just transfer, bro. I got the perfect place for you. And that is my reasoning why homework is hell on earth and my solution to that problem. Thank you, thank you. And to any kids watching this right now, show this video to your teacher and tell them to watch it, cause I just gave them the most convincing reason on why homework is terrible. I'm about to change their brains. I made sure not
I would have literally done that, bro. I would have
to cuss
literally
or
done
say
that.
anything dirty in this video so you won't get in trouble. And if they watch this and still give you homework, jump them! Jump them! I'm just kidding. Just put a grenade in their desk when they're not looking. Yeah, homework is dookie, and that's all I wanted to say. And in conclusion,
Another great video, my bro. Broski. Alright. Um alright. That was another day of watching these. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow. We're gonna go all the way to Saturday. And yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Trying to think of if there's anything else. No. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.